Instagram.
Girl, you cute.
Thank you.
Fresh play and
We live, y'all. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? I am Xavier Zay Prelo. Currently, I am in Las Vegas. So exciting. I'm out here with my friends, so if y'all hear them in the background, don't mind. But anyways, real quick, I just wanted to come live and talk about total freedom. Now, I heard about total freedom from the speaker a few years ago, and it really just stood out to me. And I was like, wow, I really want to incorporate that into my life, and I want that. I want total freedom. So before we get started, where are y'all coming live from? I'm currently on the West Coast, and it is like 7 p.m. But back home on the East Coast, it's probably like 10 or 11. It's like 10 p.m. So I'm just curious. So as you hop on, as you tune in, tell me where you're tuning in from. If you're watching a replay, say, hey, Zay, I'm catching the replay. But total freedom. So total freedom is something that me and my boyfriend, we incorporated. And, you know, when we heard about this concept from the speaker, he's a very successful entrepreneur, and he's a health practitioner as well. He was talking about total freedom. And so what he said was total freedom is having a life of total freedom. And it comes in 5 areas of your life. You can break it down into time freedom, travel freedom, financial freedom, health freedom, and emotional freedom. And when he said that, I was just like, wow, if you have those 5 areas in your life, it kind of puts you on that path of being fulfilled. So with that being said, I want to kind of just talk about each area with you in hopes to give you kind of, if you're looking for, like, you know, if you're feeling stuck and you're like, man, I want more out of life, or I need somewhere to grow to. This is what me and my boyfriend did. We literally wrote down what we wanted in the different areas of our life. And that's actually currently what we do right now. We actually help people achieve, you know, those areas of their life, because everybody is different. Some people only want to focus on their health. Some people want to focus on financial. Some people need that emotional freedom. And I will say, after hearing this concept, I never really understood. Like, I knew, like, okay, trying to be happy now in the present and not trying to get to happiness, because I know a lot of times people are like, oh, if I do this and I do that and I get there, I'll get to happiness. But learning to really create a foundation for your emotional freedom, your emotional health, is so important. So with that being said, I don't have any notes or anything, so I'm going off the top of my head. Let's talk about emotional freedom, since that's the first one. Emotional freedom is really, you can break it up into however you choose, but I like to think of it as, like, what's your emotional state? How do you feel? You know what I mean? Like, what's your mindset? And I even kind of put spirituality in that as well, because I feel like emotional freedom is it's so important, because if you're not feeling good, if your mind isn't right, if you don't feel good, your mind isn't right, if you ain't in alignment with your spirituality, you're never going to be happy. I feel like your emotional freedom is what in a sense creates who you are, like who you are at your core, who you are in the spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? Like, who you are emotionally is so important. Like, our emotions create who we are. And, you know, if I'm generically speaking, because your thoughts and your emotions drive you. Your thoughts and your emotions ultimately are you. So if you don't have, you know, a foundation of what you should look like in that area of your life, or what that should feel like, you're going to be going in circles. And I will say, for me, a few years ago when I left my last job, y'all, I was not happy. I was so not happy. And, you know, I really pay attention to how I use words. And I literally, when I looked up the word miserable, I felt so miserable. I was so unhappy. And it was turning into depression and anxiety. And I'm like, bruh, this cannot be life. this cannot be life. Ain't no way I can live like this another 12 years, because people like, oh, it's just sticking your job for another 12 years, you get to retire. I didn't care about retiring because I wasn't happy. I'm like, bro, like, you telling me to go to this retirement, but what if I die a day later after I just did this last 20 years of unhappiness? Like, that's not living. So when it comes to your emotional, like, that's, like I said, your thoughts, your mindset, your spirit state, your feelings, that is who you are. That's you. So when I learned about emotional freedom, I was like, how can I be happy in this moment? What do I want? What feelings do I want to feel? What emotions do I want to feel? Like, who do I want to be? And so I started to look up words. And I see y'all hopping on. Hello, hello, hello. Tell me hello in the comments so I can tell you hello back. And I was like, you know what? I want to feel good. But you have to figure out, what does good feel like to you? You can't just say, I want to feel good, because let me tell you something about the universe. You can say, oh, I want to feel good, or I want to feel comfortable, or I want to feel this, and the universe is going to give it to you. But I feel like what I'm learning too, once you get it, you be like, yeah, I mean, I'm grateful because I know I asked for it, but I'm not happy. So I would highly suggest, when you ask for something, or when you are trying to manifest something, when you're trying to bring something into your reality, I would highly suggest that you be specific with it. Because so many times in my life, I asked for something, or I prayed for something, and when I got it, I was like, dang, I should have just been a little bit more detailed, or, I should have, asked, I should have been a little bit more specific, because I have it, but now I want more, or I want something different. And I mean, and also that you are going to like up level and, after so much time, but it's very important that you are specific. So when you talk about emotional freedom, I'm telling y'all, when I figured that out, it was just so freeing for me to be like, dang, like today I'm emotionally happy. Like, no other person has control over my energy. You know what I'm saying? Of how I feel. Like, getting in alignment with my spirituality, and choosing my emotions, and saying, you know what, I am going to feel happy. I'm going to feel confident. I'm going to feel free, and giving myself the permission to put myself in, different opportunities to allow that for me, to allow myself to be free, and to live a life where ain't nobody else got control over my emotions. You know what I'm saying? If I don't want to be around certain people, I'm not going to communicate those. But I don't have to show up to a job and be around people who are not worthy to lead me, because it's like, bro, you don't even know real life. You know what I'm saying? So being in a place where your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, you know what I'm saying, honoring where you are emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but really creating a space for yourself, and those thoughts and emotions that you want for yourself, and so you can build a life for your future. So emotional freedom, y'all, I think that's really important. That's probably one of the most important areas, I would say. They're all important, but I would highly suggest get a paper and write down the feelings and the thoughts that you want to feel, in order to create those emotions for yourself, so you can create a better life for yourself. Because if you don't feel good, you don't want to be in this body, you don't want to be in this moment. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be trying to chase something, you're never gonna get there. Okay, that's emotional freedom. The next freedom is your health freedom, y'all. And when it comes to your health, if you don't have health, y'all, I feel like, yeah, you can live a long life, but it's about the quality of life. And I don't want to be a hypocrite, because I do struggle, with eating right all the time, but what I am learning is it's not about saying, oh, this is good food or bad food. I mean, we know, obviously, but, allowing yourself to be human. And if you want something, have it in moderations. If you are going to eat a certain way for a meal or a day or whatever you want to do, give yourself permission to also counter that. So like, if you eat, a bad meal or whatever, make sure the next meal is better. Make sure you are exercising, y'all. I have been running these past couple weeks, and mentally I don't think I like running. I'm like, this don't make sense. My body hurt, it's hot, it like, why am I in pain? Why am I in pain for 30 minutes of my life? But what I realized, y'all, when I run, even because I used to go to the gym and like lift weights and stuff, running is a different level of love. Like when I go running, my body, I get so much energy. Like my body just is so happy. I just feel good. My mood is up. And my body, it's like, thank you. Like when you become in tune with your health, like it's different. Like quality of life, y'all, quality of life. We should be striving for quality of life, and you can live a long time. But I know for me personally, you know, I have family members who, you know, they cannot live without certain medications, you know what I'm saying? Or they can't do certain things or go a certain place. I know for me, you know, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But also I know like sometimes now I be doing like all these diets and challenges. I don't want to do those either. But you know, when you look at the long term, you have to, the same thing what you do with the emotional health, do that for your health overall. And you can break that down. You can put that into mental, you can put that into physical health, what you want your body to look like. But what I'm learning is what you want your body to feel like. Because, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, shorty done got thick. I'm thick now, y'all. But I'm growing into my body as it's changing, because I'm getting older and my body is changing, and I'm learning to honor that part of me. But what I have to ask myself, what I had to like internalize is, okay, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel about yourself? And so health comes, you can even break that down to even more categories. You know, you can do like, again, your mental health. You can do your physical health. You know, if you have any certain health goals of, you know, how you want to look aesthetically. But when you think about health, y'all, it has to be your quality of life, because in long term, you know what I mean? I've heard people say, well, we all gonna die, blah, blah, blah. And I know we all gonna die, but do you want to live the last 5-10 years of your life where you can't play with your grandkids, or, you know what I mean, you can't even walk to the store? Like, I pray, you know, health is just so important. So I pray that we all, you know, live a happy, healthy life. Like nobody, I've never heard anybody say, I'm trying to be unhealthy today. You know what I'm saying? Let me just ruin my health. Y'all, we only get one body. You know what I'm saying? And our organs, you know, I've been like practicing gratitude as well. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? Thank my heart. You know, our heart has been beating. It was the first organ. Our heart started beating before our brain like was developed. So it's like even just taking the time to honor your organs and saying, thank you, heart, for beating. Because honestly, there's nothing that we can do on the outside. Like if your heart want to stop, it can just stop. It happens all the time. So just really just taking a moment and honoring our body. Thank you, feet. Thank you, toes. But really figure out what health you want and create a plan so you can get there. And I'm telling you, all this stuff is over time. This is not like, you just wake up and for the rest of your life, you gonna just be healthy. You have to put intention and effort. Another thing, you know, I talked about running when it comes to health freedom, but also sleeping, y'all. Get your sleep. I mean, I'm not saying sleep too much. I think it says the average adult needs between like 6 and 8 hours of sleep. One thing, even, you know, with building this business, hey y'all, one thing what I realize is I'm more productive and I'm more like present in my day whenever I get enough sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to, you know, being an entrepreneur, I used to stay up all night going, and for a while I had like I couldn't sleep because when I was in my last job, I was working all kinds of shifts, so I didn't have a healthy sleeping pattern. But when I realized if I make myself go to bed at like 9-10 p.m., 9:30, 10:30 p.m., I'm so much more refreshed, and I wake up like in a more open and receptive energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like dragging and sluggish. So health freedom, y'all. We need that. The third one, time freedom. Let's talk about time freedom. You know, I think this is a very interesting one because I think this is very interesting because, in this life, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing we can do with or without money. And what I realize is it's not even about money. When people are trying to achieve something more in life, it's because they want time. People want their own time. And whatever you do with your time is your prerogative. And it's all right. But life is about fulfilling your time. We only get so much time on this earth. So what are you doing in this life? What are you doing in this life? What are you doing with your time? I've been reading all kind of books, and I'll tell y'all, I've been reading so The Power of Now, and his name is Eckhart Tolle. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And then The Power of Now, and then Becoming Supernatural. And just really realizing that, well, I don't want to go too deep on y'all, but just realizing that you can manage your time and we're in control of our time. I do feel like, when it comes to time, I want to be in control of my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to have to tell me what to do, when to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think most people in this life, they want to have control of their time. That's why we go to work. That's why a lot of people are looking forward to, people look forward to their time off of work. People look forward to, trying to get income so where they don't have to spend their time in places they don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people take on those opportunities and those endeavors in order to spend time doing the things they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Becoming an entrepreneur is a very, very interesting, it's a very, very interesting life, because it really does transform you. But being able to be so flexible. So I'm like I said, I'm currently in Vegas, and my friend hit me up. She was like, hey, do you want to come to Vegas with me and my family, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, bet, let's do this. I did not have to call in and get a permission from somebody else, or I didn't have to cover somebody's shift and then have to pay them back later. Like, I hated when I had a job because somebody else controlled what I do. I didn't feel like an adult. I did not feel like an adult. Somebody else controlled when I did what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So having control of your time, it is so freeing. And for me, it's actually go hand in hand with that emotional freedom, being able to do what you want and be what you want. And I'm just so blessed to be in a place to where I can, like, when she asked me, she was like, hey, you want to come to Vegas? I literally looked at my calendar. I schedule out my own day for me, and I didn't have anything planned specifically that this weekend. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. I didn't have to call. I didn't have to request to get time off. I used to hate that. Like, if I want to go somewhere, let me go. Like, I want to go. And I just hop on a plane. I don't have to put in no request. I don't have to wait for this person to get back to me. I just do it. Time freedom is up there with emotional freedom. Like, it's freeing, and it is good for your health. It's good for your mental health. Okay, the next one is travel freedom. And this kind of goes with it too. If you know me, listen, I'm always somewhere. I know we're 6 months into 2021, and I've had like little mini getaways inside Virginia, but I've been out the state 3 times. It's not as much as I want, but I'm blessed to say I've been out the state. This is my 3rd time, and it's only half the year. But if I'm gonna get myself to where hopefully I can travel every month, or every 2 months is good. You know what I mean? I like to have my rest and recovery, but literally being able to just go, getting on a plane and just go, getting in my car and just go. Having that travel freedom where I can be anywhere I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to go somewhere next week, I can do that. Being an entrepreneur, you can do it multiple ways, but I work from my devices. I work from my phone and my iPad. Like, having that type of freedom, I would highly suggest it. It is having your travel freedom, being where you want to be when you want to be it. And it's up to you. That is such a beautiful thing. And the last one, what's the last freedom? Financial freedom. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I say this all the time. Like, me and money are friends. I have no problem talking about friends. And I think, energetically, that's why I do have a blessed life. I'm giving it to the source. But I feel like creating a healthy relationship with your money, you know what I'm saying? People, and even, just learning how to have a healthy, good relationship with money. Money is just energy. You know what I'm saying? They put it in a physical form, you know what I'm saying? But so we can trade it as currency, but ultimately it's energy. You can manifest it, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to financial freedom, y'all, I guarantee you, most people don't work. Most people don't work because they enjoy it. Most people work because they have to. You know what I'm saying? Most people, and I hope I don't say this wrong. So I heard, and I think it's a Les Brown speech, but Les Brown said that on Monday morning, that's the highest rate of heart attacks. So whenever they looked at, the scientifically, when they did a survey, more people have heart attacks on Monday morning because they are so stressed and they don't want to go to work. Y'all, so when we talk about financial freedom, having extra sources of income, it's not no trend. A lot of stuff is trending, but having money flow into your account, whether you're putting effort in it, I mean, of course you have to put effort in the beginning, but having financial freedom is the goal. It should be the goal. If it's not, bro, get in a line, change your relationship with money. Change your relationship with money. I'm telling you, because the only reason why most people work is because they have to. If they didn't have to show up to get a paycheck, they would not be working. And that's real. Like, people don't say, we have been conditioned to think, oh, we need a job, and we do need a way to earn a living. We do need a way to earn a living, but I feel like if you are gonna do it, I mean, of course, don't miss my words. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there are gonna be different circumstances for different people, but I feel like if you are going to have a job, I would highly suggest y'all, because again, we only got a short life. You know what I'm saying? When you look at, I can't believe I'm literally almost 30. I'm 27, but I'm just like, dang, like, wow. But when you look at it, I think the lifespan is like 75 or something, but it may be a little bit higher now. But y'all, I think we need to enjoy our life. I think it's so important. And I feel like if you're going to a job that you're not happy, I would say unless you're planning on doing it because you can do it different ways. And this is just me just talking about my total freedom and what it looks like for me. But it being me, if I had to have a job I did not like, I would stack on that job ASAP, but it wouldn't be something that I'm going to do for 20, 30, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? That does not make sense. So you're telling me for 8 to 12 hours of my life for the next 20, 30, 40 years, I need to be happy 8 to 12 hours out of my day. I don't want to be there just to earn money. Y'all, especially with social media, there's so many ways that you can get money. There's an abundance of ways to earn money. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways to earn money. Having financial freedom is the goal. Because again, most people only work to get money. What if you can use your strengths and your talents in order to attract money and to be able to cover your lifestyle? You get what I'm saying? So again, most people are not happy, and it's because they chasing money. You know what I'm saying? I would highly suggest chase a fulfilling life. Chase a fulfilling life. Chase a happy life. Because it's the only life you get. After our expiration date comes, that's it. You don't get no redo. All that time you've been saving, you've been waiting, like, you done. So that's why the goal is total freedom. That's why the goal is emotional freedom, health freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, which one? Travel freedom. That's why the goal is total freedom, because it don't make sense to do it any other way. Doing something that you don't want to do, being unhappy, being in a low energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm not trying to change your thing, honey. Do you? This ain't for you. But what I'm saying is, y'all, I would highly suggest that you take a moment, take a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper, and write the life that you want. And again, if you need help, you can always reach out to me. But definitely take a moment and write it in those 5 categories. And when I first started doing like personal development stuff, I would have like, you know, each page, I would have a page for time freedom, a page for total freedom, a page for emotional freedom, a page for travel freedom. And you know, I would have a page for each, and I would make myself fill up that entire page so I can get out my mind. Y'all, there are people making money on YouTube, millionaires on fucking YouTube, but we're unhappy. We're sitting at home unhappy, struggling paycheck to paycheck. It does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that stress is killing us because we don't have enough money. We deserve to be happy. We deserve to be happy. So that's my little spiel, my friends. We about to go out, y'all. I'm so happy. We about to go out. They actually just stepped out the room for a moment. But I would highly suggest, y'all, find your create what total freedom means to you. Write that shit down, y'all. This is important. You only get one life. When you done, you done. What you gonna say? Oh, you was a good worker? Okay, that may be important to you, but did you enjoy it? Were you fulfilled? Were you happy? You need to get that. You need your mental health, y'all. You need your emotional health. Because if you don't got it, most jobs, you just a number. They gonna replace you when you leave. So why not do something great in your life? Why not have a good, happy, fulfilling life, y'all? Ain't no way people should be allowing stress to kill them. Stress is killing people, taking us out. People think, oh, I got heart problems. I got brain aneurysms and shit. No, it's because you're stressed because you can't pay your bills. That's what it is. But that's a whole nother topic. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world, y'all. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do for you, because we make life hard. It ain't that hard. Get out your own way and get that total freedom. If you enjoyed this episode of Life with Zay, I would love to hear. Go ahead and drop which freedom that you are trying to achieve in your life. Drop which freedom. If you're looking for emotional freedom, let me know. Drop it in the comments. Comment it in the comments. If you're looking for time freedom, comment it in the comments. If you're looking for financial freedom, comment in the comments. If you're looking for time freedom, drop it below. What's the other one? Travel freedom. Drop it below. Y'all, I'm living proof that if I can have a life of total freedom, and I want to be honest, I'm not where I want, because me and my boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? We out here, we trying to do that thing, you know what I'm saying? For people, we're doing it for more than us. It's not just for us. We're doing it for other people as well. But we're creating a community of people who are living a happy and fulfilled life, a life of total freedom. And we would love to help. But go ahead and drop that. And if you found this video insightful, and if you want to hear more about total freedom, go ahead and share this video, because even if something just touched your core, if you got a little fuzzy, or even if something kind of made you feel somewhere, go ahead and share that, because even if you might not do something, it can help somebody else. Okay, this was Life with Zay. Share and comment your version of total freedom that you're trying to achieve, and I will see you in the next video. We're going out tonight. What up, Vegas? See y'all on the next video.